Oh, big brother. Dude, I am late. I am tardy to the party. X Games went down last week. Unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately, definitely fortunately, I was in Japan. My flight touched down back home here around 2 hours ago. I've been up for 26 odd hours. I'm a little loopy. Right now, but you cannot pass up one of the best, if not the best ski event of the entire year. This is Ski Men's Knuckle Huck Rubber Ducky. If you're new to this event, it combines a knuckle, some skis, some males, and they're gonna huck. Yeah, dude. Yeah. You were looking at some of the most beautiful pieces of osprey this planet will and ever will produce. Starting off with Tormod out of Norway. This guy's coming off of 2 World Cup podium wins. Starting off with Big Air Kerr, did the switch tail butter dub Misty 12, which was nuts. B-Dan, no stranger to X Games, got bronze in last year's Big Air. Juho Saastamoinen had the pleasure of shooting with this guy a week before he flew out to X Games here at his home resort in Ruka. The things this man will throw will make you shiver in timber. Mikkel, dude, easily home to some of the nastiest disasters ever put down on a pair of twigs. Alex Hall needs no introduction, one of the most decorated athletes in the sport. Today's sponsor will toss the most casual quad at any time, any given moment, in any given place. Jesper Shader. And of course, Colby Stevenson. He's won this event twice, the only athlete to do so. Managed to pull off the win last year for the Nose Butter Dub 14. Off the nostrils, 2 flips, 4 full rotations, amongst a variety of other stunts. But the $1 million question this year is, what will the judges award? Will Jesper be given another theft under 1,000 charge? Dude, we'll find out.
As we started off with an X Games rookie from Norway, it's Tormod Frostad.
Doing it for faction and Capiche, paying homage to his Norwegian roots. I'm dizzy. And the spinning hasn't even begun yet. Trying to, oh Lord. Oh.
There's a crater in the landing.
Trying to hold it at 3. Oh, yeah, off the tail, sets a 5er, but tries to hold it at 360 by pivoting those hips around. So difficult to do. When you pop off your noses, that swing back momentum, that swing back radius is almost completely disabled. So to be able to hold that rotation at a lesser degree is ridiculously difficult, especially for first tee. Next up, we got B-Dan, known for some girthy pulls as well. Look at the length on those suckers.
As I mentioned earlier, this is his first time ever in Knuckle Huck here at the X Games.
Off the tails. Grabs safety, gets the full dub 9er. Switch tail bud dub 9. Love to see it. Next up, we got Juho Saastamoinen dropping in for his first hit on his second X Games appearance ever. Clocking in forward here.
Monin.
That's a full-on 1440. 1440 on his first hit.
I'm off to Crete.
And fun fact, dude, that's not a face mask on his dome there. That's a full-on right pair of gaunch going across his face.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Second Norwegian to drop, we got Mikkel.
Oh, Mikkel, 360 and then off the nose.
Nollie 3, Nollie Misty Sev. Next up, we got A-Hall coming in for his first hit. Doing it for Faction in Montclair here. Yeah.
This event for 2020 in Norway.
Dude, I think that was a thorax spank. Look at this. Pops immediately on the thorax spine, spanks it on the tip top of that table there, wraps around the last 180, pulls it forward. And he's like, dude, he's a big guy. He's like 6'3". That's a lot of meat, a lot of flesh to be tossing around like that.
Alex, what are you gonna call that one?
I heard Tom Walsh just called it turtle slide, so we'll stick with that.
Matei sponsor. Look at the drip on him, dude. That's outrageous. Got the double zip up and downward action there as well. The skiing is one thing, but how these boys know how to dress is a whole nother situation.
But look at Matei's sponsor here.
Oh, he's going fast. Hand drags.
Pulls it to 900. Dude, there is no ounce of landing left. Hand drag, dub 9er. Textbook dub 9 cork axis off the palm of his hands there, getting intimate and personal with this.
His course watch grabs the ski tip like catches.
They say love is blind, dude. I say it's juicy as hell. Look at that. Oh, held safety the entire way. Dude, straight to flat nearly. This is only first tee for all of them. Jesper Shader. Yeah, he has the fronty to brawny out. He has the switched up backies, the switch backy to switch backy. He's done some of the gnarliest, most creative stunts on a Knuckle, yet he continues to get that felonious charge from the judges and gets robbed left, right, and center. Judging is such a, wow, dude, it's such a difficult part of the game. I could never be given the responsibility, but when somebody whips out a switch nose press backy, you can't sit there and not give the man some justifiable points. He popped that out in his street video as well. Colby Stevenson, last one in the queue, dropping in for his first hit. Defending gold medalist from last year.
Stevenson.
The
Look at the style of the steez.
Dude, you'd swear you're at a bakery watching somebody lube up a piece of sourdough with something like that. Like, look how long he holds that tail bud. Oh, it's just one continuous flow of motion as well. That's, oh, yeah. Yes, yeah.
That real long butter on the lip, on the knuckle, the whole way across.
Well, the bar has been set. Right now, JT's sitting in first, Yuho second, A-Hall in third. You guys can read. You can read just fine, I'm sure.
Hard hat and the Texas tuxedo going with those overalls. Oh my goodness.
I think that's the nicest Lazy Boy 360 I've ever witnessed. I think he had his meniscus digging into the knuckle as well there. How much did he dig in? Literally every ounce of him on that one side was hitting him. Oh, yeah.
Just smooth.
And you'll rarely see this guy posting. Like, you'll see some odd Instagram posts coming around from some different accounts. You'll obviously see him skiing in Jib League and whatnot, and some bigger productions, some bigger ski edits and films. But when it comes to him, for the most part, you can't find his skiing online, so it's always so fun to see what he's been cooking up. Oh, my! Wow. I think he was trying to go nosebud dub 12. Catches the noses at, like, 540 there, I think. Oh, at 7. Oh my goodness gracious. But this just gives perfect context. These lads are actual human beings.
Tattoos on my wrist.
There ain't no Arnold Schwarzenegger cyborg in them. This is flesh and bone. This is Adam and Eve. Mistakes do happen, even though seldom do they occur. Who uses that word? Just use the word rare.
Going nose butter double cork.
Oh, that's a great camera angle. Oh my lord. Alex Hall coming in switch once again for his second hit here.
Alex Hall sitting that bronze medal spot here. 12.5 to go.
Wow, that was large. Super size me. Taste sponsor, we saw him do the dub 9. Coming in switch for his second hit.
The Taste sponsor.
He's gonna pull it to 10. Yes. Yes, switch tail butter, dub 10, and holds the butter. He doesn't just half-ass the butter. He holds it at 180 and literally pops off the tails. Hits that safety grab.
He's pressing off the tails all the way at the back. Gets that grab, comes around.
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
Dude, I am so tired, but so awake. JT coming in for run 2 here. Off the noses. Nosebud cork 10. Wraps tail on it as well.
You guys are just having fun.
What's even more impressive is how they're able to gauge their speed so well. It's not that difficult to send it to the complete bottom of this landing and blow out your knees for an eternity. Colby coming in for run 2 here. Oh! Oh! Holy cow! Oh, give it a moo, honey. I think he wrapped up 360 to a... What, to a 9? Can't even call it, dude. There's too much dust. There's too much whirling. There's too much twirling. Off the noses. Nose fiver. Doesn't even make contact on the bases there. That's insane. Oh, super sane.
Started things off slow. He was in 6. He's like, you know what? I'm not comfortable with that. I like to be up in the first place position.
'Tis the season to piss off my neighbors, honey. I cannot imagine how frustrating hearing these continual hoots and hollers. Dude, come up and watch. That was straight off the noses into the 7.
Daniel Bacher. And he's, just lunges over there.
Okay.
Yuho dropping in for run number 3 here. Dug a little bit too deep for gold on that last nosebud dub 12. Changing it up here though, going for the tail press, like front full. There's like a lot of gymnast influence in his skiing. He keeps that core, that like, rest assured, dude, he's hitting a 12-pack with his core crunches in the gym here. Takes so much core to keep that elevated, straight, locked, and loaded instead of collapsing on takeoff and taking it straight to a Misty or a bio-axis. That's what makes his skiing so unique. He can also do the same thing to 9. Kind of like a Rudy.
Coming up on 6.5 minutes left to go here in our jam session.
And if you don't follow Matei on his Instagram, do yourself the biggest favor. His skiing is S tier, but so is his taste in memes. We saw the switchtail butter dub 10, dropping him forward this time. Stop, dude. Nosebud. Dub 10. Yeah, for all the people hating on spin to win, you can't even call a dub 10 spin to win anymore, especially with the flavor on his nosebud dub 10s. He wraps that first rotation so quick, opens up the safety, and just takes in the view for the rest of the stunt there. And keep in mind, his axis is next to none.
And yeah, you called it, just the last little bit of the landing.
Yes, for Shader, we saw the nosebud 10 on run number 2, run 3, coming in forward with some speed here.
Last year, looking at a potential bronze medal for right now.
Look at this. Kicks up the Nimbus Stratus. Appears. Front flip out. Brendan James, that was sick. That's going to keep him up in 3rd position. So far, we're not seeing any theft under 1,000 here. I can't even call it theft under 1,000, dude. To be up in the 7 figures at this point, given his history. Colby coming in run 3. Oh, man.
Okay.
It's cool to see. He is capable of hitting nosebud 14s, could probably wrap around to 16-20 as well. Not sure if he tossed one in last year's X Games, but he's just dialing it down and going for textbook nosebud 9s. Locking in the trailing blunt, tweaking it up, going huge.
Kind of flexing it out, steezing it out.
Oh, honey. B-Dan's version of a Griselda flip right there, dude. Westside making an appearance. That is hectic. That has got to be one of the heftiest nosebuds. Obviously, going right off the side of the boot there, giving the Kahuna some spotlight on the Knuckle Huck here. Look at that. Absolutely. Are you serious? And then he's going to pull around 360 out of that. Call it a nosebutter 540, but you can't just call that a nosebud 540. Kicks the legs out, grabs safety, lands perfect. His poles are almost the length of his skis.
Oh,
did you look at where?
It's one thing to be throwing big Knuckle Hucks, but with poles that large, a whole nother chapter. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. In Japan, obviously, dude, I was seeing the clips. I was on Instagram. If I didn't prepare myself, my vocal cords would have imploded on itself 15 times over already. Screaming Seaman Bio 7. Or was it Bio 10? Like, Screaming Seaman, Genie Grab, pops out 7. Like, the dexterity.
Cross him up. I mean, you're absolutely crunching your groin.
Voldemort would have a difficult time with that one, even with the raw hatred motivating him from Harry Potter himself. Next up, we got Alex Hall. This is run 4. This is going to be T- for him. Only 40 seconds left on the clock. He's in first, but by what margin? Who knows? They don't disclose it. It's maybe kind of just a census opinion in the judges' hut there. Everybody's ripping the Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kremes and saying, yeah, that's sick and that ain't.
Here on this last attempt for Alex Hall.
Oh, switch off, and then the reverb back.
Again, I saw the clip. If I didn't see the clip, that set of Prodigy 4s would be going down my trachea right now because that is downright ridiculous. Again, we've been seeing a huge pullback movement in free skiing. Alex Hall definitely one of the few on the forefront of that movement. He can toss those dub 10s and pull them back to 9 even while holding a safety grab, making it look effortless. But when you're coming off a butter, your ability to restrict that movement and pull it back in the opposite direction is that much more difficult. And he pulled it back so heavily, took it to the absolute bottom of that landing, and rode away like it was just a warm-up hit with old Granny Smith, dude. Like, that was absolutely astounding.
The Taste Monster sitting that silver medal spot on this.
Switched up 14. Off the tails. Straight to the bottom.
Gigantic double.
Oh!
Switch, looking for a big rotation. Oh, Kobe Stevenson.
Wow. Tail bud to nose press.
Switch, looking for a big rotation.
Dude, listen, come on, listen to that. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Hopefully, dude, I love Colby, but obviously I'm a little bit biased with Yuho. I'm rooting for him.
Just wrapping up, maybe.
Dude, stick it in fourth, man. That's it. Yuho taking a podium, man. Obviously, again, I can't pose up. I saw it on Instagram, and I haven't smiled like that in a long time. I smile a lot, but to be able to see Yuho, underdog, dude, people's champ, come out with some hardware, righteous. And as with any X Games, there is so much hate and so much flack on the judging. I forget which broadcast it was. I think they turned off comments for a little bit, and then maybe corporate came out with a decision to make them public again because that would create even more controversy. Who knows? Alex Hall's win here, even if you just go on a trick-by-trick basis, hands down, he threw the nuttiest trick of the entire contest. There's no debate. And if you're hating on that statement or you're hating on the judge's decision here, I want you, dude, I want you to pull up to this Chuck roast and make this happen.
Here on this last attempt for Alex Hall.
You're not.
Switch off.
I don't care if your face is sculpted on Mount Rushmore. Dude, you are not making that happen. Thank you for skiing.